Everyone, it's Emily Larison again. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you the routine I do usually, the things I do usually every morning in spring. I don't really know how Glory got here, but thank you for assisting me. So I usually wake up like around 6 a.m. and so now I'm going to change myself and then head out to the barn. On the way, I will get me a little breakfast. Let's go. As I live in Jorvik City at Governor's Fall, I had a little breakfast at Leonardo's Ice Cream Palace. Well, I had an ice cream, but a little cup of coffee with a delicious cinnamon roll. Then I took my little blue car, it's blue car, and drove over to the barn. Basically, today I only have 2 lessons and a few horses to exercise, so it's going to be a pretty chill day and nothing special, I guess. Usually I arrive first at the barn, so I prepare the meal of the horses and I feed them. The horses are usually pretty pleased to see me because, they're hungry in the morning and I bring them their meal. Little disclaimer, the feeding and everything took me about 30 minutes, and then I did some chores, which is not recorded because my cameraman was so disgusted by the smell that he forgot to film it and ran away instead. So here is the first riding lesson I have, which is with Mona, and it's a flower work lesson. Mona has her own horse and she's only here for a few weeks, which means we're doing some basic things because Mona and her parents are from Jorvik Stables and they are spending their spring vacation here at Silverglade, so that's why she takes lessons here for her vacations. That lesson was just to get her horse exercised because Mona can exercise her own horse, but her parents doesn't want her to ride alone. So I'm basically just looking at her and giving her some advices because she is not a beginner. She is riding since a few years, but she is not paying a lot of attention to her position and everything. So I'm here to remind it. This is Phoebe, a very sensible horse and very nice also. It was a pleasure working with her. I only had to exercise her, so I did a little bit of lunging since I had only 1 hour of break between lessons. And she is really sensible, which means also very nervous. Like, she can get scared when we do a quick movement or something like this. But that time she was really calm and steady. She only got scared I think 2 times because it's voice over me, so this already happened. Like, now she did a little bit of a balk because there was a rider she didn't saw, but else she was a really productive horse, and she still is actually. And it was a really good session, I think. bit of jumping. Meet Emily and Chocolate, a really good duo. Well, Emily is a sweet girl, but she is really impatient. But she's a good jumper, so she and Chocolate are really good at jumping. But sometimes she don't listen to me. She do like her own head, and this happens. We got a few refusal decisions, but else I was really pleased with what they got, and I think they are going to do great because they're starting eventing next week or like soon. For lunch, I ate at the little cafe in Silverglade with some co-owners. And we are back on horseback. So this is Cookie, a horse of my clients, and she is a dressage champion, but no, I have to keep this little girl in shape till summer when she's going to compete. But she is a really good horse, well trained, and that kind of horse I like to ride because it's almost difficult to ride because she's so sensible and well trained that she responds to all the aids. So you have to be really careful for what you're asking for because she will do it. I tried some dressage figures, even if I'm not very fond of dressage. I prefer show jumping, but it was really fancy. I tried the start and also Piaf, but you see at the end. After that, I took a little break of horse riding and I washed my horse Sapphire Diamond. He is actually 24 years old, so I have to take great care of him because he's pretty old. But today I showered him only, and I did also a little bed and good grooming, so for making him feel good, and of course also I inspected his feet and all that stuff, and I gave him an orange because that's his favorite treat. Then I turned him out to pasture for like 1 hour so that he gets fresh air and so that he can stretch his legs and he'll munch a little bit of grass. That's probably the last horse I will be riding today. This is Zoe, Salle Francais, who is going to go to sale, and while she's not beside, I have to keep her in shape and make sure that she is in good shape, which means exercising her. She is supposed to be starting eventing when she sailed, but she's not there already, so I have to do intensive training with her so that her owners gets no problem while selling her. And today she was a little bit nervous because it's spring, so today is obviously a scary day. But she is also a little bit of green because she's only 3 years old, so she's still very green and can be scared of something totally random. And she is also sometimes a little bit spicy, but I have Demi, I remind you, and so I know how to get along with these horses. She's also really nice, a very good jumper, but she has training because she is not in show form. Training she can like event, but all this cheers and competition things, she's not that horse. I hope her next owner will see that and get her a lovely home so that she can relax, because I don't think that shows are her thing. Here I am now at the end of this day with Sapphire Diamond to say you bye. Make sure to all like and subscribe, and also to write your video ideas in the comments and how you liked it. I see you guys next week.